Hey everyone, it's Julian Gordon, aka The Interviewer, here to ask you the right questions that help you design the business called your life so that you can have the time freedom and the financial freedom that you say that you desire. Now, it is Christmas Eve and New Year's is literally only a week away, and I know that a lot of you have already downloaded the 2014 New Year Guide. If you haven't, go to juliangordon.com/New Year Guide and get yours for free right now. But before you print it out and start filling it out and start writing anything inside, I have a question that I think will help increase your success rate as we step into 2014. And that question is, what are you going to say no to? What are you going to say no to? You see, given who you are, you're an amazing individual and you are, one, already busy, and two, you have tons of great opportunities coming at you from all different directions because people just want to be around you because of who you are and how you show up in life. But the big question is, what are you going to say no to? Because imagine this. Imagine that our life is a cup, right? And we each have 168 hours every single week to figure out how we're going to spend and fill that space and time. Now for you, many of you, your cup is already full. It's already brimming at the top. Feels like you are fitting 180 hours into a 168-hour week, right? Now here comes New Year's and you have these new goals and these new intentions and these new resolutions and you want to pour them onto a cup that's already full. And what happens when you do that? It spills over and you start losing track of things, you start losing control of things. And what do? When New Year's comes, you let go of these new things and you go back to your old way of being from 2013 instead of moving towards the direction that you said you wanted for 2014. The big question is, what are you going to say no to? How do you create space in that 168 hours for these new things that you say you want for your life? And the way you do that is you figure out what you're going to say no to. And you have to look at your life from 2013 and say, how was I spending my 168 hours? And what can I do less of, or what can I release entirely in order to create space for these new things that I say I want? This is literally the #1 reason why people don't accomplish their New Year's resolutions, because they just add all this stuff onto something that's already not working, and we just default to what we know, or which was what we're comfortable with, and that's what we were doing in 2013. So what are you going to say no to? Does that mean saying no to sleeping in when you don't really need to, right? When you don't really need that extra hour or 2 hours of sleep on Saturday or Sunday, right? And you could have done something that could have moved you closer to your dream, which is your desired relationship, employment, and money. Does it mean not partying on weeknights or partying less on weeknights so that you can focus on that what you say you want to do? Does that mean less TV or no TV at all, right? Does it mean no idle time on the internet? If you're going to be on the internet, make sure that it's intentional time on the internet. If you're going to watch cats on YouTube, then make sure you're being intentional about, this is my free time to just veg out and do whatever I want, rather than taking any gap in your schedule as that time and looking back on your day and saying, what did I accomplish today? Right? There's all kinds of time that we waste every single day that we could be using to accomplish these new things that we say we want for our lives. I'll give you a quick example. When I was working a full-time job, instead of working from 8 to 5 p.m., I asked my boss if I could work from 6 a.m. to 3 p.m. And while it was the same amount of the work hours, I was actually driving to work in LA on the 405 and the 10 freeway at a different time than traffic was. So I was saving about 5 to 6 hours of driving time every single week, which created space in my life for me to accomplish and do the things that I said I wanted to do. So there's all kinds of opportunities to create space in our lives. We just have to be intentional about them and make them happen. So I'm really curious to know what you're going to say no to in 2014 or do less of. And so if you have something in mind, put it in the comments area below and just inspire others with your commitment by making a public statement that this is what I want to release or let go of or do less of in 2014. Now, when you say no to something, what you're really doing is saying yes to that what you really want for your life. So figure out what you're going to say no to. Don't always be the yes man or the yes girl. Say no and move towards that which you say you want. I believe in the creator inside of you. I believe that you can create the life that you say you want, and I'm excited for you and what it's going to mean for you in 2014. So with that, I want to say thank you. This is Julian Gordon, aka The Interviewer, signing off. Until next time, take care.